Hello, my name is Afrno, and this is patch 19.14, 9.14 rather, and I'm currently laning against Darius, and I don't particularly do too well in this matchup, but this time I did pretty well. I'm pretty new to commentating on games, considering that I'm not really that good. So I just wanted to give it a shot, see what people would think if they happen to come across this video. So in this Darius matchup, I opt to go Dorian Shield start because it does give you really nice. Oh, she's paying me to water blue, and I don't go there, so I guess that's not good. Anyways, what I end up doing is we see that the I started Dorian Shield first because Darius is a huge lane bully, so I want to try to be as safe as possible and try not to die, because if he gets any kind of lead against me, I'll just be ineffective for the entire game. So that's game plan right now. We'll see that as it's going on. I play very, very safe here. Opt to give a lot of creeps that I probably can get. Okay. So I don't see him in the lane at first. I was really confused on where he was, because usually they just the top laners just come to the lane first. So I'm not really trying to push here. I'm trying to last it as best as I can. He shows up. So I won't get these 3 casters, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, I'll get 1 or 2, I think. Yep. I really can't play into his Q range. See, the lane's pushing to me. So right now, he's just gonna clear, so it's gonna push into me here, which is good because if the lane pushes into me, I can stay safer. Which is good. Let's see. Also, taking trades before level, taking trades like with a huge wave and before level 4 maybe is just a bad idea against Darius, because you really don't have much as Riven to deal with him. At least not yet. Basically, if you have enough CDR and he uses 2 of his abilities, you can basically blow him up. Considering how, not how far ahead you are and how behind you are determines that, but for the most part, that's true. Just gonna farm under tower here. So Darius leaves the lane, so I see that he's gone, right? I have no clue what he's doing here, but apparently it was mid. Looks like Udyr ganks mid. Doesn't kill the Kiana. I see looks like Darius is roaming back. I don't see him doing this because Fog of War, but he comes back to lane. I'm just trying to keep it under my tower. Play safe. Comes back to lane here. I dodged the pull, so I think that it's a good time to go in. I find out that because of his, I think that's bone plating, I'm pretty sure, I don't really get too much off of it, and he outtrades me there. I mean, that's fine because I have a potion to deal with, plus Dorian Shield, so I should be able to at least heal up to 75% here. This is a pretty boring lane, but I do eventually do better as the lane progresses. We're just not gonna see it for a little bit. So this Darius he's warded bot, and this Evelyn pings for help. Don't know why. Our Evelyn jungler got pressured a lot during this game actually. Like, you'll see later, but she did not have the best time in jungle. So right now, Udyr is entering her jungle. We don't know this. So, Udyr's there. I'm just farming, right? So she backs off. Because they're trying to contest the blue, right? So I'm just kind of farming. I don't want to get I want to get this cannon before I go. So Darius goes back to lane, or he tries to. I come down, try to help her. You know, probably the longest way possible. I'm trying to cut off Udyr's escape path here. I do manage to get the kill here, which is really good. I got some good shutdown gold. So the Kiana goes in again, even though I noticed that Darius popped a ghost, so I didn't think that that was a good idea. I also got his flash, which is good. I have TP here, so I'm not gonna use it because I'm pretty sure I don't use it here because there's already wave pushing. On my back I get a phage and I think a longsword? Longsword and potion maybe? Yeah, longsword. Yeah. So right now I have more damage than him, but he's probably gonna back. This Darius goes Triforce this game, so he's gonna get what's it called? Phage, I think, first. Yep, and boots. I have the magical footwear, so I don't have to get boots here. I'll get it eventually. Just kind of farming here. He's not gonna be in lane anytime soon. Oh, no, now he's in lane actually. Once he shows up, looks like Udyr's coming up to gank me or something. I don't catch wind of this, but I'm playing safe enough that he can't actually gank me. Well, I don't know why he backed off there, but he did. So I noticed. So as soon as I saw that, I noticed that it was a fresh ward. So I found out that Udyr was top actually, because I saw that ward, but I didn't think of it as anything. I can't really kill this Udyr because he already has a Tiamat, so he's already a lot stronger than I am. At least has more AD. And the stun is actually a bit of a problem. So Udyr's in their jungle again. This time I'm a little bit faster on the uptake here. But okay, so I try to go for the cool stuff. I see that Udyr's going there. So you can you can jump over that wall, but I got kind of fucked that time. I saw him try to get him off me. I don't have E cooldown, so I can't really get away here. Evelyn's trying her best to help me, but I unfortunately die here. Which is fine. Death is a death. The kill did not... The kill went on Darius, I think. So you may be wondering, like, he has a kill. You should be better than me here. Like, he has like 20 CS more than I do. He has a kill. He has experience. So he's doing pretty well. I wouldn't say he can completely snowball this lead, but at least he's doing well. So I TP back to lane because I see that it's pushing in. I want to be here. I want to be, like, you know, actually able to catch this wave. Word here just to stay safe. Guess why I have some downtime. This Caitlyn before was actually just flaming me, honestly. And I didn't really like how she was flaming her, so I decided to pick Riven this game. Prove wrong. Even though it was a Darius matchup, I still wanted to play Riven. She's like clearly easily my best champion. Darius gets a really good gank bot lane. So I'm thinking to myself that this Udyr might be a problem, but I'm just more preoccupied with the Darius top lane and trying not to give him too much of a lead. So I push out here. Because I can't fight him under his tower, I decide to try to go mid, see what I can do. I like to do this in matchups where I don't really have good kill pressure. Oh, it's actually really good from her. It's pretty nice. I see that I can't really do too much, so I go back to top lane. I really like to roam as the top laner. If I see an opportunity, it's very rare that you actually have to do that because it's usually just better to take the tower, but I can't really do that in this case because it's Darius. So I'm just CSing here. Yeah, I'm just chilling, doing my best. Looks like Udyr is in Evelyn's jungle again. So she just kind of dies because that Udyr is so far ahead. That's like what I was saying. She wasn't really doing that well against this Udyr. He was just playing really well against her jungler. So it made it a lot harder to win this game, but it turned out to be fine. Still laning. So we get a huge play bot lane, so I'm like, okay, this is definitely winnable. Like I said, I can't really trade with this Darius still. Even with the Caulfield Hammer and the boots and the Phage, I can't really do too much against him. I just have to wait for an opportunity here to go in. Really. And he won't. What he doesn't realize is that he can just like die if he gives me an opportunity, which is not necessarily a common mistake. It's just that you just have to be very wary of that. So right now I'm trying to bait him into using his pull here, just like trying to space and punish. Just like a fighting game, kind of. So he used the pull. He used his pull there and his Q. So I decided to go in here, just to look for a little bit of a trade. Because he can't really contest me during that. So that's just free damage. Oh, okay. So he misses his pull here. I decided to go in again, dodge his Q. I don't think I can kill him here. Because like I said, if I get too greedy, I will die to this Darius. Like, even if he tries to, tries to kill me. Or even if I try to kill him even when he's low. He has to, for me to kill him, I have to have a good amount of Conqueror stacks, and for him to miss some of his abilities, because the thing is with Darius is that this matchup is more like a ticking time bomb. The longer it goes on, the higher percentage, the higher chance of that Darius just like killing you, because he'll just auto you to death and then ult because of his passive stacks. It gives him a ton of damage. And the only way you can really prevent a fight going on long is by him missing his Q. Really? And then also not letting him stack a lot on you. Those are the two ways that, the two things you have to prevent. Okay, I noticed that Darius backed here, actually, because he didn't show. What I want to do here is I want to push the lane in as best as I can and as effectively as I can to kind of just make so that he loses his lead a little bit. Because I need to fight for CS here. I need to get as many items as possible. So I get Black Cleaver here. So right now I have 30% CDR, at least. I should have a little bit more than that, but I'm running the runes that gives you scaling CDR, so I'm in a very good place to actually try to kill this Darius now. I TP bot lane because I see that they're getting engaged on here. I'm a little bit slow, but it works out. I didn't want this Caitlyn to die, so I decided to TP, and I saw that there was a really good ward there, so it was a really good opportunity for me to do that. Caitlyn flames me for that, by the way. So I'm running back top lane. So I see this Darius is pushing. This Darius is just attacking the tower, right? So the thing is, what he doesn't know is that I have 30% CDR and a completed item, right? So I should be able to do some good damage here, right? He's just attacking the tower. Whenever I see someone at the tower gets harassed, I have full stacks on my Conqueror, and the Black Cleaver is good. I dodged the Q. So that means I can just keep going, and it's another kill. Easy. So you see, all I had to really do there was dodge that Q so he didn't get his regen. And I just have to stack my keystone faster than he does, or right faster than he does. His Conqueror stacks really helped me there. So overall, that was kind of just him playing a little bit greedy is the reason that he died there. But I'm able to capitalize off of that. But we do get the turret here as well, so my lane is basically done at this point, which is good. That was the first tower, so obviously we get the bonus for the gold, which is also really good for me. It effectively puts me very far ahead of this Darius here. Like I already have a Vamp Scepter because I'm going Death Stance, and Black Cleaver and a Caulfield's Hammer, so that's really good. I'm pretty much set for dealing with Darius. I go Ninja Tabby this game because they have both Udyr. They basically have like a full, they have like a really heavy auto attack comp, so I kind of have to go Ninja Tabby if I want to stay alive. Iskiana also does gets very fed this game, so that's also pretty good. So I see Darius is trying to push again, so I'm up here. Dodge that. Still just trying to bait out his abilities. It's a very important strategy. I should probably talk about this. So he goes and flashes on me, which is a big mistake. So I see how he missed his Q there. So I'm gonna try to bait out the Q here, right? So I can still see him. So he really doesn't have and he sums to get away from me. And he keeps trying to do that, so I dodge the Q and immediately go in. But he's in kill range. He had like maybe 60% HP, 70% HP. So that's like easily a entire rotation of my abilities, and I easily kill him there. So the most important part about this matchup is just kind of trying not to get hit by like any of his abilities. So mostly just his Q, because it's the one that is the most important one. I can't stress that enough. Obviously, if they're good, they can... Obviously, if the Darius player is good, they can do different countermeasures to play against, or at least to make sure that their Q hits. But this guy is obviously not doing that, so I'm just gonna try to abuse that as much as I possibly can. But it's gonna be hard now because we're basically snowballing. We both have the first tier 1s in our bot lane and our top lane. And their tier 1 in mid is also about to go down here. Once we get some good pressure going. So I opt to, because I have a really good advantage here, what I like to do is I always like to split push, pretty much. And if I see a good opportunity to team fight, I do take the team fight, but I'm just personally better at dueling solo targets, so I like to split a lot. I see Ashe. I kind of want to go on her here, but she's playing like really safe under tower, and because that she's trying to fight me, she's pretty far behind, right? So she's just trying to farm up. I'm pretty scared about this Udyr because I don't want to die to him, because that Ashe could easily just ult me or something. I'm just gonna play it safe here. Just continue pushing. I'm really not at any risk here. Our team's also very far ahead, right? So I don't have to be there to fight to push our lead, because this Kiana is currently 8-3, so she's already like, you know, ready to go in terms of trying to win the game or whatever for our team. We're just kind of chilling. Big chilling. So I take this fight here because he kind of just always I don't know why he keeps doing this, but he always uses his abilities to kind of, you know, engage on me when I haven't used anything yet. Because this Darius at this point has to basically force a fight, because I can just basically kite him with my abilities at this point. I have a decent amount of gold here. Oh, well, I see that Caitlyn's in trouble. This is a really easy kill on this gear. I think on his back. Oh, sorry, excuse me. I think on his back here, I should get my death stance. Yep. And get some. I'm starting to build Guardian's Angel here. So I get a BF sword and some armor. Just more armor is really good here. This Morgana really isn't too far ahead. She just has a Ludens, some blasting, and a totem. So I can't. She's not really doing too much. Or I'm flying to him rather. So I'm just kind of pushing out lanes, make sure that Darius can't really get any kind of free lead. I think he's just AFK here, so I'm just kind of, you know, around. Oh, they were trying to surrender apparently. If you can. Oh. So I just basically die here, yeah. I got CC'd for 4 seconds there, so there's not much I could really do. I got Darius' flash, so I had to flash to get him. There wasn't really much I could do about the Udyr though, so I just died. One thing you wanna note is that as Riven, you want to stay as close to Darius as you possibly can. Just kind of like once you touch him, you want to just stay on top of him as best as you can, obviously. And watch Kiana for a bit here. Gets a double for that, so that's really good actually. Okay. So I respawn. I upgrade to a chain vest, some more armor. So I'm only one item and some gold away from my completed Guardian's Angel. So right now I see that top's pushing. So I'm just gonna try to push it in and see if I can get the tower.
Red team's turret has been destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed.
No one showing, so I'm just gonna keep pushing. Pretty standard Riven play. Pretty standard. I see Darius is here, so I'm just gonna back off because I can't really do too much. I see that our team wants to take a fight here, so I try to go in here. I don't have flash, so I can't really do too much. Unit's probably more important here, so I just decided to take it. Back off. I'll push the wave here. Somewhere. I see this Udyr. Oh, not yet. I thought we had a pretty good advantage, so I decided to go in. I in fact go in on the wrong target here. I should have. So I see that Kiana kind of just gets blown up here. So I try not to go in. I try to back off. Yeah. I'm just trying to run away here because I know that if I go in, I'm just gonna get CC'd to death. Because they have the Udyr and the Darius, and I can't really outplay both of them unless one of them is far away from the other. We're very set to win here. We have 2 inhibs, and so we have a good amount of pressure. We don't have that many wards. I mean, this is a low elo game, so I'm not really expecting that. But we do have top pushing in as well, so that's really good advantage. Our team is going to try to take Baron here. But the Infernal Link's been spawning at 7, which is probably more important. I think what ends up happening is that we take a fight in the Infernal, for the Infernal here. I noticed this, and I start going mid, and then I go to Dragon Pit, I'm pretty sure. Never mind, I'm just going top. Yes. Oh no, oh yeah, I take Wolves first. Because I kinda blacked out. They end up just taking it. I wouldn't have been there fast enough. Kiana just kind of carried. Kiana and Bran just kind of just do whatever in this fight. So, yeah. They just kind of win that just, you know, because. They didn't get the dragon, but we decided to push here because they're still respawning. They have relatively long respawns. It's 3 minutes in the game. I think we actually win here. At this point, they can't really stop us. We have two inhibits down, and they're just kind of pushing. Yep, you win here. And that's all, folks. Pretty fun game overall. I feel like I played that Darius matchup very well. Just want to do this as a test. I won't be doing these very often, considering I don't really think I'm that good of a player, but I wanted to at least just try this out for see how people like it. I'm just doing this for one of my friends who wants to get better, see how top lane's played. So, yep. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate it.